Hello everyone, welcome to my channel SW Metro official channel. Sister wives Robyn Brown's children are growing up in the same instability that she experienced. Since relocating to Flagstaff, Arizona, Sister Wives star Robyn Brown has not had the church home she desired. Robyn is attempting to return to her roots as Christine Brown, Janelle, and Mary Brown begin new lives. Her desire for polygamy is being cruelly torn away from her. She appears to be bringing up Ariella Brown, Brianna, Solomon, Aurora, and Dayton in the same unstable environment in which she was raised. Robyn Brown goes back to her old self. Robyn Brown has permitted TLC to feature aspects of her upbringing during Sister Wives season 19. She begged Kody Brown to connect with his children because her father wasn't as involved in her life as she would have liked. She considers how her father treated her as she implores him to mend fences with his estranged children. Robyn and Kody Brown discuss Aurora and Brianna going to a new church in the most recent episode. She discusses her church upbringing while describing how fervent Kody is about her religious beliefs. She posts pictures from her early years. Robyn has previously talked about how she was raised worrying that others would find out her family led a pluralistic lifestyle. But she has voluntarily chosen to expose Ariella Brown, Dayton, Aurora, Brianna, and subsequently Solomon to the very world she characterizes as frightening. True and tried. The uncertainty surrounding Robyn Brown's biological father's involvement in her life contributed to some of her emotional distress. They were the side family since her mother, Alice Sullivan, was a second wife. Robyn abandoned her monogamous marriage to become Kody Brown's fourth wife, despite the fact that she was in one when she had Dayton, Aurora, and Brianna. Robyn returned to her upbringing after her rocky divorce from David Preston Jessup. She is urging her girls to become rooted in the religion that seems to have plagued her as a child, especially now that the Browns are going through a period of uncertainty. Robyn bringing up children in the same uncertainty she was raised in. Sister Wives viewers talk about Robyn Brown's upbringing in the same unstable environment that she is causing for her children on Reddit. Robyn Alice Brown is the first thing a user says. I think it is a deeply dysfunctional family dynamic, they continue. I think these children are both living under an emotionally unstable helicopter mom who's reproducing the same abuse she suffered as a child for her own children, except this time that other family is the OG 3+13 and she's the favorite family. I believe that Alice, her mother, reared her daughter after witnessing what the favorite wife did. The wife. In addition to being emotionally inattentive, she strikes the ideal balance of being intensely and completely in charge. They are quite immature, the elder girls. It's really unsettling to watch this. I'll continue to watch as well. Another viewer comments, we repeat what we don't repair. It's the cult of Robyn, another person remarks. The daughters are afraid of her, and Kody worships her. I feel a little sorry for her because of this. Perhaps she was never given the opportunity to develop into a fully grown adult. Even if I don't like Robyn, she deserves some respect. This photo demonstrates that, like Mary and Christine, she was raised in a cult. I think she picked up a lot of her cunning strategies by watching how people survived. Robyn Brown sets a good example. Following the original post, some people talk about Robyn Brown's upbringing. She's really just doing what her mother, Alice Sullivan, did for her. She was socialized by the cult and taught by her mother. Yes, she was brought up in a cult, that first photo, wow. Perhaps we don't give her enough leeway. She must be mentally ill and traumatized in many ways. Eventually, people will realize that she was also a victim. The distinction between culprit and victim is actually often hazy in these cultures, particularly for the women. Just one of the many reasons why it's so hard to quit and think critically. Kody made things worse. Robyn Brown had a long history of trauma when she joined the Brown family. It seems that the situation was made worse by Kody's acceptance of her unsolved problems. Another viewer comments, that's a really fantastic summary. Since it was love at first sight, I imagine that Kody indulged and supported Robyn's unresolved issues when she joined the family, letting them go unchecked and unchallenged. Robyn was his queen, and he didn't care or look back to see what it would do to his biological family. No matter who it upset, Kody persisted in caving into Robyn's every desire. As long as she was happy. Sister Wives, From Besties to Bitterness, an account of Meri and Robyn Brown's transformation from friends to enemies. Once the closest of sister wives, Meri Brown and Robyn Brown's relationship has seen a dramatic change, going from intense friendship to seeming estrangement. Their relationship represented the strength that is frequently praised in plural marriage, and they were once great friends while negotiating the difficulties of polygamy. But Meri and Robyn's once unbreakable bond has weakened as the Brown family has disintegrated over time. Considering their common past, this breakdown has been startling. Meri played a crucial role in bringing Robyn into the family, even going so far as to formally divorce Kody Brown in order to make room for Robyn's children to be adopted. Although their friendship was strong in those early years, time, COVID, and personal development have caused a rift between them. Meri disclosed in a recent interview with People that since Robyn moved to Utah, they haven't spoken much. Their relationship used to be characterized by frequent talks and emotional support, but it now appears to have diminished to occasional, superficial interactions. "We don't really talk a lot," Meri said, citing the two women's recent major life upheavals as an explanation for this gap. Their tension was further highlighted in the most recent Sister Wives Season 19, Episode 14, The Truth Will Set You Free. Meri considered the distance during the show, pointing out that the changes in their family relationships made the separation less shocking. She did, however, express sadness, stating that although she and Robyn had a deep bond in the past, they were unable to keep it during the turmoil of the previous year. As sister wives, Meri and Robyn had a particularly close friendship, thus fans were taken aback by their recent split. Meri played a crucial role in bringing Robyn into the Brown household right away by providing her with constant support and direction. In the most recent episode, Robyn mentioned that she and Meri met Kody on a lawn. In 2014, Meri even went so far as to formally divorce Kody, enabling him to wed Robyn and adopt her children from a prior marriage. Meri's dedication to Robyn and the entire family was demonstrated by this kind deed. Their relationship served as a brilliant illustration of the supporting dynamics for many years. Meri made a concerted effort to be near Robyn and her kids after the move to Flagstaff, but the ties between the other sister wives fell apart. Their relationship is currently at best regarded as tense. Meri has pointed out contradictions in Robyn's behavior and voiced doubts about Robyn's genuine sentiments about leaving the family. Despite the relationship's stress, Meri claims that when the two do interact, which is extremely rare, the discussions are cordial. Meri remains strong and strives to live her best life apart from the rest of the Brown family, despite the fact that she seems to harbor hurt feelings and some resentment towards Robyn, especially about Robyn's decision to skip Meri's mother's burial. Fans are still very interested in how their connection as sister wives changes into whatever they end up becoming as both women continue to forge their own careers. Kody and Robyn Brown, the stars of Sister Wives, have been the targets of a lot of hate in recent years due to their toxicity and narcissism. They are now the series' final antagonists. Kody's polygamous marriage is over now. In Arizona, he lives in harmony with Robyn and their children. Season 19 is being used by the TLC stars to repair their image. The network has been attempting to portray them as a perfect match. However, viewers seem to be furious with the network for manufacturing a scene. The network is being criticized for manipulating the reality show to enhance Robyn's reputation. What are they discussing? Was the show actually scripted by the network? For what reason are they criticizing the network? What's all this about? Fans accuse TLC of writing the show's script. Fans have charged TLC with manipulating the show to increase drama over the years. They have identified a number of sequences that appeared to be entirely staged. The dull plot of the Sister Wives series is making it difficult to keep fans interested. As a result, people are heavily criticizing the network for following a predetermined script. They have asserted that the actors have rehearsed a number of scenes for the program. Robyn and Kody were previously criticized by the audience for their staged altercation. They conducted a lot of retakes because they thought the couple was acting out a scene. Viewers later questioned Meri's true relationship with her friends Hillary and Andrea. They were unwilling to accept that they were indeed pals. The most recent scenario has now been chosen by fans to demonstrate that the show is scripted. Fans of Sister Wives are offended by TLC's completely false scene. TLC has long been accused by Sister Wives viewers of showing phony scenes. The network has been accused of following a script. But in the most recent scenario, the network is back at it again. TLC was recently criticized by some Redditors for fabricating the entire event in season 19. They talked about the incident in which Robyn talked to her daughters, Aurora and Brianna, about a church shopping. The setting appeared so strange and staged, even though Robyn and her daughters were sitting together to talk about their plans to choose a church. Numerous scenes from the most recent season that appeared phony have already been brought to light by fans. As a result, the original poster remarked, "This whole scene was so fake." The Redditor thinks Robyn instructed her girls to speak honestly in order to discuss her main mothering objectives. They don't feel that she was truly interested in a church. Like the original poster, a number of fans referred to the scenario as phony. "I think this is K&R's attempt at their next direction for the show," one fan commented. Another person thought Kody and Robyn were making a lot of effort to improve their reputation and grow their fan base. Others also drew attention to Robyn and her daughter's clumsy delivery of the language, which made it clear that they were acting out lines. They also emphasized the melancholy expressions on Aurora's and Brianna's faces. Another commenter went on to say, "This season has been one yawn fest, not just their scene." The Brown family, best known for Sister Wives, is no longer involved with a UB. However, when the series originally began, they were devoted followers. Several people expected Kody Brown to hold a leadership position based on his beliefs and charisma. However, on Sunday night's new show, the family patriarch revealed there was a very specific reason he couldn't serve as a church leader. What happened? Kody Brown is in love with his hair. Men in the LDS Church are highly discouraged from having long hair. However, as Kody Brown pointed out on Sunday night's broadcast, this is a societal rule. It's not in the Bible. In his confessional, he firmly stated that he refused to chop his hair to appease church superiors. Unfortunately, his decision cost him a leadership position. "I hope someone else laughed as hard as I did when," Kody said his prior church told him he couldn't advance in the church unless he shaved his hair. "We all know, Kody is infatuated, and I can just imagine him having a complete breakdown because he doesn't want to cut it off," a Sister Wives watcher recently posted on Reddit. Several other Sister Wives watchers stated that the scene in question stood out to them. Kody Brown has always been self-conscious about his hair, but few people realize it cost him his leadership position. Viewers of Sister Wives do not believe Kody Brown was considering a leadership position, despite his reputation for exaggeration. Others speculated that the AUB leadership never wanted to consider Kody for any job, and instead used his hair as an excuse because they knew he wouldn't cut it. Other Reddit users wrote, "Willing to make 3 wives and at least 13 children struggle and go without because his faith is so important, but less important than his haircut? No one invited him to serve in a leadership position in their church. He is lying. He is clearly terrible at anything he attempts. Even his own schoolmates disliked him, so it's unlikely that the church officials did either." It made me grin. Those church leaders were aware of Kody's true personality and the vanity that surrounded his hair. He clearly put himself and his appearance before God. I bet one person made a joke about his hair at the time and he took that to the extreme like he does. Brown sets a good example. Following the original post, some people talk about Robyn Brown's upbringing. She's really just doing what her mother, Alice Sullivan, did for her. She was socialized by the cult and taught by her mother. Yes, she was brought up in a cult. That first photo, wow. Perhaps we don't give her enough leeway. She must be mentally ill and traumatized in many ways. Eventually, people will realize that she was also a victim. The distinction between culprit and victim is actually often hazy in these cultures, particularly for the women. Just one of the many reasons why it's so hard to quit and think critically. Kody made things worse. Robyn Brown had a long history of trauma when she joined the Brown family. It seems that the situation was made worse by Kody's acceptance of her unsolved problems. Another viewer comments, "That's a really fantastic summary. Since it was love at first sight, I imagine that Kody indulged and supported Robyn's unresolved issues when she joined the family, letting them go unchecked and unchallenged." Robyn was his queen, and he didn't care or look back to see what it would do to his biological family. No matter who it upset, Kody persisted in caving into Robyn's every desire. As long as she was happy.